As London locks down, the doors of Dr. Scott Miller's practices stay open.
Here's your baby.
Caring for the animals that stand by our side.
I don't think we can underappreciate just how important animals have been to their owners during lockdown. How the hell do you swallow that? Because we've all been isolated.
Hello, boy.
And the fact that they give us that unconditional love and that security has been so invaluable to so many people. Oh my God.
Luna, what's happened?
I have to say I'm a little bit concerned.
Can't find any more problems in this dog.
In this time of suffering,
It's not great news, I'm afraid, Carol.
our pets have never been more important.
She's the child that I've never had. And if we'd left it, I might not have him.
This is Lockdown Vet.
Here we go. Got Jinx for you.
Hello, little man.
Yeah. You can say hi, Jinx, if you want.
Hi, Jinx. Oh, hi, Jinx. Nice, I like it, I like it. Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
You with your little 80s perm. Look at that. Hey? Hello, bud.
So cute.
He is so cute, but actually what's in his mouth is really not very cute at all. Jinx has the most incredible mouth I think I've ever seen in a dog. It is quite extraordinary. His mouth is just something that I think I've never seen. So it's going to be quite an interesting procedure today. Hey, you might let me just show you the front and you'll just be able to see. Yeah, see how joyful he is about his mouth? Are you going to let me show everyone? Give you your anesthetic and then we can have a look at your mouth because I know you're a bit shy about it. He is the definition of a shark dog. He has a whole extra set of teeth. Okay, yeah, so he'll let you see now. So look, here we go, ready?
Oh wow,
Look,
that's insane. He looks like something out of Little Shop of Horrors.
look at that.
Oh, Jinx.
The second layer of teeth there, see, look. You open that mouth and you initially are thrust into a National Geographic documentary. Those sleek grey nurse sharks that's swimming up with the teeth kind of exuding from their mouth. To see it in a dog in a consult room in Isleworth, amazing. Hey, Will, do you want to have a look at this? Yeah. Have a look at this. Look.
Oh,
How awesome is that?
that's amazing.
Shark dog, Gemma.
Wow.
Shark dog, look.
Wow, that's amazing.
Look. So it's really such a fun part of the job, and it's what keeps you energized, is actually you can do a job for 23 years and still see something that you've never seen before, and that is just awesome. Nina, come and have a look at this. I've got to show you, look. What's happened is that he's developed very strangely, and rather than having the baby teeth, the deciduous teeth, being pushed out by the permanent teeth, his have come in behind. So then he has two layers just waiting to chomp on you.
So don't baby teeth usually just drop out?
They do actually. Normally they're pushed out by the adult teeth, and then usually between 6 to 9 months, owners of puppies see teeth littered all over the carpet floor.
Oh, really?
Sometimes they come in and they're like, oh my God, the tooth's fallen out. I go, yeah,
I
that's
didn't
what
actually
happens.
even realise that happens in animals. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Oh.
To have a dog with an extra set of teeth, clearly not normal.
So yeah, it must be really uncomfortable actually having loads of extra sets of teeth in his mouth.
Yeah, well, it's just that they shouldn't be there. So as a result, you get a huge amount of food being accumulated around them. So it does mean sore gums and rather pongy breath, doesn't it, mate?
Bless him.
Hey, you're too cute to have breath like that. Food can accumulate in between the healthy permanent teeth and the temporary ones, and also the baby teeth can sometimes damage the enamel of the adult teeth. And so really it is best that they all get removed to avoid any discomfort, to avoid infection, just to make him have a perfect smile. Or maybe his mum was a grey nurse shark, who knows?
Could be. Who knows?
And his dad was an 80s porn star.
Right, on that note, I'm going back upstairs. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
What I'm going to do is now very carefully remove all the baby teeth. This one. Line them up. So one of the challenges of removing teeth, particularly canines, in that they have really long roots, and when you are trying to remove them, sometimes the worst case scenario can be you can break their jaw. So you do need to be very patient, and you need to breathe And don't push too hard because that can lead to quite a catastrophe. If you're nervous about going to the dentist, this isn't going to help because it's pretty brutal, isn't it? Lately, we are seeing more abnormalities from birth, and that goes to the question of, are we overbreeding animals? Are we breeding them unethically? But why is it that we're seeing more and more of these strange abnormalities that really shouldn't happen?
And there's the last one. Right, so let's have a look now. So I'm just going to check the rest of them. So what we have here now is a dog with all 42 permanent adult teeth that he should have, and now he's missing 8 baby teeth, so that's a record for me at least. All right, so we can wake this guy up? Sure. Perfect. That's a way to get the tooth fairy excited. Look at that. Well, hey, come and get it. There you go. There you go. It's okay. Hey, you all right?
Oh, is he all done? Goodness, how did it go?
Yeah, very well. So he had 8 baby teeth, so we had to remove those, but he's otherwise fine. Yeah, do you want to have a little look? Whilst I'll still let you.
Oh, wow.
So like
Oh, that
that.
looks a lot better.
Yeah, right. Should we go and put you into bed?
Do you want me to put him in the kennels?
Yeah, sure. Great, go for it. Go with Auntie Catherine. There you go.
Come on. Oh.
Before the surgery, Jinx could definitely frighten a few people.
Come on, good boy.
But now his teeth are going to grow through nice and healthily. He won't have dental infections, and he also won't have bad breath. So he'll find himself a lot more popular, I'm sure.
Good boy.
It's funny, you do this job and there's just certain people, certain characters that you really come to love. And Carol is one of those people.
Here's Carol. Wow, there's a lot of cat baskets in there.
She is a legend.
Oh, there's another one.
She's brought the whole team.
Every time Carol comes in, it's like a whirlwind of fluff and cat nails and bedlam. She is grouchy.
Right, we're going to teach you how to clip your cat's nails now.
Oh,
That's it.
no, I think I might just leave that.
And surly
But just try and be a good boy for 5 whole minutes.
and strong.
Look, would you sort of turn it off? Look, he's going to grab your wire.
But for some reason, I've been able to chip away at that. All right. Gotta be honest, I just love her. I think she's fantastic. And now I feel obliged to help her as much as I possibly can.
Oh no. How are you?
Pip's coming in with Carol today because Carol's concerned that her cat's been losing some weight, just not been eating quite as well, and just a little bit weaker than normal. And that lump, I just don't know what it is. Like, when I'm examining Pip, I can feel in her abdomen that there's something that shouldn't be there. It's hard and it's quite big. It's almost as big as her head. So that alone is very worrying indeed.
I'm hoping it's not going to be anything nasty because obviously we all know how Carol is with her cats.
Oh, yeah, very concerned, yes. We thought perhaps it was just perhaps like a fur ball or something like that. We'll just have to wait and see.
Pip is a very old girl. She is the ripe old age of 15. So, of course, there's lots of medical conditions that can go wrong in a cat of her vintage.
Okay, all right, let's go for it. Let's x-ray this. All right, x-ray.
So I've taken an x-ray of Pip, and what I can see is a sort of a lumpy conglomeration of something, and I don't quite know what I'm looking at. So it could be something nasty. It could be something that Pip's eaten, but it's definitely something that I have no idea what it is. First things first, I want to see, is this lump actually in the stomach? Using an endoscope, which is a camera on the end of a tube, we can look down and see if it is present.
So, okay, to 3. I just thought it would be glaringly obvious. So I'm going to have to go in, but I just hoped that I was going to be forewarned. It doesn't really change our plan, which is we need to go in for surgery. The endoscope was a little underwhelming and a little bit disappointing. I really hoped that I would see very obviously what this thing is, but one thing it is elusive. It makes me a little bit more worried though. It makes me feel that this is going to be something more sinister, and that, you know, means that something I wasn't initially worried about, I'm now quite worried about. Wow. Immediately I found what the issue is. Unfortunately it is not a fur ball, which we'd hoped for. In fact, it's a tumour. So that's very upsetting.
Opening Pip up, my heart sinks. Cancer has a way of looking like you perceive it should. It always seems to look really ugly and really nasty. And this cancer looked exactly like that.
Okay, so we're going to have to get Carol on the phone and have a chat to her.
Hello?
Hi Carol, it's Scott here.
How did you get on?
Yeah, it's not great news, I'm afraid, Carol.
Oh, God.
So what I thought was hopefully some sort of weird foreign body or fur ball or something in the stomach. Actually, it turns out it's in the small intestine, just past the stomach. Does not look pleasant. So I appreciate she is an old girl and, you know, this is not a good result.
What do you think is best?
Okay, I suppose all I can say is that if it was my cat, what would I do? And I reckon that she could have some time left. That if we remove this tumour, then we can deal with it.
Okay, we'll do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I will sort out little Pip here and I'll let you know when she's woken up.
Okay then. All right then. Thanks, Scott. Thank
All right,
you.
Carol. Cheers. Bye.
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 What's incredible about the relationship that I have with Carol is that she really trusts me. She asked me what I would do and I said, I think we should go for this one. It's tough when you're an upbeat, cup half full kind of person and you always hope for the best. Unfortunately, what I see in Pip is not the best. In fact, it's the worst.
Very nasty looking thing. Very glad that that's out. So I've just taken a sample of the local lymph node just to see if these swellings are just swellings because of inflammation or whether it's actually the spread of this particular cancer.
It's a bit of an anxious wait to find out exactly what type of tumour this is. It's not a question as to if it's a tumour, it's literally what type is it. And that can be a massive spectrum of absolutely horrific to not too bad. And let's just hope that it's the not too bad type.
Hi Carol.
Hello, Scott.
Hello. Hi Pip. How's she been?
She's not been too bad. She's been eating and drinking. I came into Scott's to get the results of Pip's tests and to see about the tumour that he removed, to see if he had the results from that as well.
So look, obviously you knew that I removed something that looked very nasty.
Yes.
And we expected that it was going to come back as cancer.
Yes.
So the bad news is that it has come back as a spindle cell sarcoma. So it's a malignant type of tumour. And actually, in the intestine of a cat, it's actually quite rare. It's not very common at all. Yes. Good news
Go on then. Yes, please.
is that you may recall that I'd sampled the lymph node.
Yes.
Because it was very swollen.
Yes, you said about that.
Yeah, and the good news there is that that was inflammation, but not
Oh,
the
really?
cancer. Yep.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what a relief.
Yeah, and not only that,
yeah.
it gets better that the intestine where we removed that section, the tissue on either side
Yeah.
of the intestine was clear. So in other words,
I see.
there is the distinct possibility that your cat is actually in fact cured of cancer.
Oh, that is excellent. Oh, thank you. Oh, good girl.
As a vet, we use science as a direction as to which way we should go. But sometimes you also have to go with your heart. And in Pip's case, although she's an old, relatively fragile cat, I thought that she could make it. And I thought that we should give her a chance. And I'm just so glad that I did.
Thanks for trusting me to get her through it again.
And for putting up with my lot.
It's not just the cats I have to put up with, in fairness.
Go on, kill. Get him. Go on, bite him. You wouldn't do that, would you?
Carol's happy, and so I'm happy.
Brilliant.
Is that all right?
Thank you very much. Yes.
You are very welcome. All right, shall we walk you girls out? Let me help you.
It's down there.
That's all right.
Oh, I love them to bits. They cause havoc, they're naughty. It would be nice to have a home. Yeah, really nice to have them back.
Oh, what a good boy.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Who's this handsome fella?
this is Lenny.
At the Richmond practice, Scott's junior vet Laura and nurse Nathan are prepping a border collie puppy for an emergency procedure.
He looks pretty healthy, so what's the problem?
So Lenny is a very healthy 6-month-old border collie who was on a walk with his owners this morning and swallowed a ball, whole, no chewing, and the owner was keen to
Done in one.
So the owner said it was slightly bigger than a golf ball, slightly smaller than a tennis ball. So we're not expecting that's going to be something that's going to pass through very easily on its own.
Border Collies really are a fantastic dog. They're known to be the smartest breed of dog. Lenny, maybe not top of the class.
And also the concern is if we tried to make it come up, would it actually come up? Because it seems like that sounds pretty sizable, right? You numpty. Why would you do that? His mum saw what she thinks she saw. Is she really confident that he did swallow it?
She's sure that it was in his mouth and it went down whole. It was a plastic hollow ball with a squeaker inside.
Should I see if I can make your tummy squeak?
But laughs aside, Lenny's predicament is potentially very dangerous.
There's something quite solid there. Can you feel it? So
Yeah.
it feels a bit solid at one end and then tapers a little bit.
There simply is no way that I can leave that ball where it is.
Unfortunately, if it's past the stomach, we're just not going to be able to remove it with the scope.
It will irritate the stomach as it rolls and rolls around. But if the worst case scenario occurs and it passes into the small intestine, it can actually kill off that structure, leading to excruciating pain, infection, and death.
Big baby.
What started out as a fun day for the young pup has now become a scary situation.
Normally when dogs swallow silly things, we just make them vomit and they bring it back up. In this case, the ball is so big that there's just simply no way that it will find its way back up the esophagus and out the mouth.
Let's get him anesthetized. Good boy. Okay, you're a good boy.
So, as much as I'd love to say, yes, we can make Lenny vomit and out will come this ball, it just simply won't happen.
To confirm the ball is still in Lenny's stomach, Scott starts by taking an X-ray.
So now that Lenny is anesthetized, we are doing the most basic of imaging, which is X-ray. So just to see, can we see something present in his stomach or gastrointestinal tract? X-ray. Come and have a look at this. So,
Oh wow, it's pretty obvious.
yeah.
Big ball.
You don't need to be a vet to look at Lenny's X-ray and diagnose it. You look at it and go, that's a ball inside a dog, and that's exactly what it is.
A huge ball. How the hell did he swallow that?
Whole, down in one.
Can you imagine? Well, that's like trying to swallow a whole apple. Like, how did he do it? Alright, let's try and get it out. the next step is for us to use a endoscope to put a camera down the gastrointestinal tract and have a look at this thing, and I think all we can do is try and see if we can pull it out. Oh, there we go. What's that there? There we are. There's our ball.
But while the ball is clearly visible on the endoscope, getting hold of it is another matter.
There is going to be a serious disparity between the size of the ball and the size of my grabbers. Go for it, yeah. Yep, go for it, really go for it, yep. It's going to slide off every time. Right, yep. It is so excruciating to see something and not be able to grab hold of it. Are you getting any traction on it?
No.
My grabbers just keep sliding off it and sliding off it, and every time I'm getting more frustrated because I know if I can't grab hold of it, I'll need to go in and perform surgery. Push right against it. Go, go, go. Get. God, that's so infuriating. But look, even if we did grab it, I'm just not convinced it will come out anyway. It's just so big. Yeah, it's a shame. I can see it, but I can't do anything about it except go in for surgery. That's frustrating, isn't it?
Despite everyone's best efforts, the ball cannot be retrieved. Surgery is now the only option to remove it, but it's not without risk.
It is a big thing because we are opening up a dog's body cavity, and then we're opening up the stomach, which is full of bacteria and enzymes, and we have to retrieve something from it. There's blood vessels everywhere. So yes, there's a lot of potential downfalls of doing something like this, but it literally is the only thing we could do to get this ball out.
Anxiously waiting upstairs for news are Lenny's owner Catherine and her son Finn.
It was there 1 minute and then it was gone, and I said to my husband, he swallowed it. Even when I brought him in, thought, did I imagine that? But no, turns out he really did swallow it.
When you told me, you got quite emotional, and it actually made me quite emotional as well.
We've had him since he was 2 months. It was lockdown gave us the opportunity, being home more than we ever were. So it gave us that. So that's the one good thing that's come out of COVID and lockdown for us.
And there it is. Grab hold of it. Wow, that is gigantic. It looks even bigger in like reality, doesn't it? This puppy has just done a classic puppy thing of swallowing something silly that was unable to go up or down. In the future, I'd love to say that Lenny will learn from this, but he really, really won't. He won't remember this at all. And all his owners can do is do their best to ensure that anything that he plays with is too big for his mouth. But in this case, it has to be gigantic. That was gigantic. Hi guys.
2 hours later, and the sheepish puppy can now be returned to his family.
I would say it's relatable to us trying to swallow a volleyball. It's so big. For the size of his mouth and his head to the size of the ball, it's unbelievable. Here it is.
Wow. That wasn't the colour it was when it went in.
Oh, is that right?
It was
A little bit bluer.
It's not even ours.
Not even.
You pinched it.
Right.
I've seen some dogs swallow some ridiculous things, from rocks to 13 sweaty football socks. But this really is quite incredible because I just don't know how Lenny did it. I mean, it's quite the party trick.
He will mature, he will get that, emotional intelligence in time, but he just can't be trusted.
No. Silly. Oh dear.
Hey mate, even though you're a very good boy, and you're going to bounce back and you'll be fine. Yes, you will. Yes. He's such a nice dog, isn't he? So we forgive him.
Just this one.
Yeah. See you later. No more eating stupid things, okay? All right.
Thanks ever so much.
Bye guys.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Bye beautiful boy.
Bye bye.
See you later.
Thank you.
Hi. Hello, buddy. How are you?
1 month later, and Scott's checking up on not-so-little Lenny to see if he's learned his lesson.
So how's he been?
It's been great, really
Yeah.
great. Yeah, bounced back really quickly.
The last time I saw Lenny, he was heading home after a fairly massive surgery that we had to perform on a relatively small puppy. But it is so lovely to see him running around in his almost natural environment and herding my fluffy dogs as he goes. Look at you two. Oh, so fun. It was really delightful to see Catherine. She's so relaxed. She clearly loves her dog and she seems incredibly grateful that he is healthy and happy and enjoying his life again in the park.
Hi, I'm Dr. Danny Dusek. If you love our show and want to see more amazing stories from the Bondi Vet team, just hit the subscribe button. Click that little notification bell and we'll see you for our next video.